Good evening, Joe.
Yo, oh my gosh, I love your accent. That's the first, just beautiful. That was,
Yeah, I'm from Australia, so I'll actually have high ping to you as well.
that's unfortunate. Thanks for the host,
Um,
though. That was fantastic.
I finished my stream and just saw if I could find someone who doesn't have a lot of viewers,
No, I typically don't.
and it said you were shoutcasting, so I figured I'd host that. Have you done a lot of duo casting before? I'm assuming if you are going to be doing some casting, it'll probably be with a partner, yeah?
Probably, hopefully. No, I have not ever done any duo casting before. I currently have one YouTube video about casting, and that is the only casting I've done in my entire life. I used to have a buddy who I kind of like played around in CS:GO lobbies. We didn't actually truly cast, but we would kind of like joke around fake casting.
Yeah, so in Rocket League, you typically have as a casting duo somebody does the play-by-play and talks about what's happening, and somebody who does analysis alongside them. And you're doing both at the same time, which is great, but it's also a little confusing.
Understandable.
You can see every time somebody does something, you say that they do something, and then you say why at the same time, which is why you're being a little overly wordy. Uh,
Understandable.
but your knowledge of the game's not bad and stuff like that, so it's good to see you have a decent base to work off. But I'll if we do this, I'll just do it for like one game. i
Yeah.
can I can show you a little bit of both worlds, but essentially when you're casting with someone, they're going to very likely talk for a bit, 15 to 30 seconds, and then they'll hand it off to you and you talk back. There are more conversational styles where you're very quickly back and forth, asking a question, answering it, but it's much more difficult to pull off, especially, I'm from Australia, so we're going to be 200 ping. It's very, very difficult to smoothly transition that. Uh,
Understandable.
so 15, 30 seconds, sometimes 45. And then the transition is usually going to be either I'll say your name and I'm like, oh, what a great shot, Joe. And you'll carry on from there. Or I'll say something like, what an awesome shot by RAZ. And then you hear that downwards inflection at the end of my voice. So what an awesome shot by RAZ. And with that, that's when you know that I'm handing it off to you.
Understandable. Wow, I'm getting pointers here, guys. That's fantastic.
So the typical handoff points is, as I said, 15, 30 seconds, maybe 45 of talking. But also every time a goal happens, the play-by-play will always hand it off to the analysis to talk about the goal, what happened leading up to it, why the goal happened, anything like that, even just the situation of the game. That ties up the game, and now they've got 20 minutes left to finish out the series. Anything silly like that uh, is what the analysis can do.
Understandable.
Um, but it's about finding what you enjoy the most, whether you enjoy play-by-play or analysis. Typically, the play-by-play caster will control the flow of the cast because they're going to be talking and handing off to the analysis more than the analysis talking it. Well, the analysis is going to talk a lot less typically
Understandable.
than the play-by-play.
What's your
So yeah,
Steam name really quick so I could get you in here?
it's the same as the one in Twitch, so still Yummy Cheese and in Discord.
I hope if I spelled cheese right.
Yeah.
What did I spell wrong? Yummy? Oh, there's only one M. Might help if I spell the name right to begin with. There you are.
Yeah, well, it's my fault for doing a badly spelled name.
I probably just. Oh my god, what did I do?
There you go,
I
man.
entered big picture mode. That was a mistake. Wow. Exit big picture. That was scary. Alright. And then I did just add you. That way I can hopefully get you in
Yep.
here. And then did you get that invite?
Yes. Perfect.
Sweet, there we go.
So how's about for the first couple of goals, I'll do play-by-play and you do analysis. So I'll talk about what's happening. I might ask you questions. It'll be easier that way.
Perfect.
So I could ask you a leading question. Oh, and Blah is really hitting the ball a lot.
Yeah.
And you can talk about that, or you can completely ignore that and and talk about something else. If you've got something actually smarter to say, then feel free, because that just means that I'm making a statement and then you're talking about something else that they're doing. It'll still sound natural.
Absolutely. This is awesome. I've never duocasted before ever. This is. Oh, so you also said to go into my options and turn off camera shake, correct?
Yeah, so it's in options, camera, and camera shake is the top one.
Camera options. Where's it at? Oh, it's in camera. There it is. Camera shake. Back. Alright, we should get this going. Everyone said they were ready. There we go.
just get right in it. Welcome everybody to Joe Driver 40's awesome Twitch channel. Casting today is myself, Yummy Cheese Man, here with Joe Driver 40 himself. How's it going, Joe?
It's going great, Yummy. I'm super excited for this game. Hopefully Brittle does actually end up connecting. That would be fantastic. We have seen a little bit of RAZ's gameplay today. We have not seen any bit of Brittle's. Brittle does need to switch teams. Hopefully he figures that out.
Yeah, they're going for the 2v0 play, and it'll be interesting to see if Orange can win.
I would hope so at that point in time. Luckily, someone does figure out to switch teams. We're going to start off from there. And wow.
Raz has got this. He's running away with the ball, but Brittle Nuts has picked it up. Has chance of slow dribble. Actually goes underneath it, but has plenty of time. As once again we see Raz just backing off, letting Brittle Nuts have the chance of the play. Gets the flick, but Raz, great intercept in the center field. He's got the open net. Can he put it in? He hits the open net, and first goal on the board.
That was an absolutely beautiful play. I love the way that Raz had his defense. Again, the one thing I would say down on him is the fact that he does give his opponent tons of time to give them, like, you grab boost, make shots, anything else. But his counterattack was fantastic there. Great shot, great thing, everything. 1-0 on the board in the series. That was absolutely fantastic.
Excellent challenge from Raz. Now he has the possession of the ball. He's actually backed off once again. Brittle Nuts has this, but he's low on boost, so he's not going to get the greatest of attacks. Raz has flipped off the side. It's actually a fake, but it doesn't matter. Brittle Nuts with a perfect flick in the left.
I am going to go ahead and watch Raz on this replay, because I do want to see what he's doing. Oh, that was actually kind of cheeky. I liked that. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work for him. Brittle Nuts does go ahead and get the capitalize, making a 1-1 in the series. Great shot by him. Ooh, interesting on the face-off there.
Raz with the fake challenge on the fake-off. On the fake-off.
Fake-off.
It should be called a fake-off.
Yes, it should be.
Instead of a kick-off. But it's 11:20 over here, so it's starting to get late. I'll have to blame that and not the fact that I'm a complete idiot. As right now, Brittle Nuts is putting on one more attack. Raz from the side.
Brittle did miss that hit there, which was quite interesting. Raz did have the opportunity to capitalize. Unfortunately, he missed the ball as well. Oh, what a beautiful... Oh, he does get it.
Nuts.
Oh my gosh! That was just a beautiful little flick in there. He just gets the white little tap, does go in there. Great shot by him. Raz is definitely hitting on himself in chat right now. He's feeling really bad about himself.
10 kilometers an hour. One of the slowest goals you'll ever see, ladies and gentlemen. But it's still enough. It doesn't matter how fast it goes in, as Brittle Nuts, again, getting the advantage of this kickoff, has the boost and possession at the same time, and is looking to get it past Raz. It might be another slow goal. It's going
Oh my gosh!
Finishes it.
And that was an absolutely perfect play by him. He gets a secondary hit after the save. Quick rotation time, gets it back in there. 113 kilometer, doesn't really matter at that point in time. He was so close to the net that it was going in.
It's a big one for him too. The 2-goal lead can really mean that he can play a lot more defensive from this point onward.
RAZ might be able to capitalize. Unfortunately, he did back off. Again, one thing I'm seeing consistent by him. But Brittle misses the open save. Wow. I think he just boosted the wrong direction. I'm going to go ahead and check in and see what he did here.
A little bit of a side flip coming out from Brittle Nuts. He'd lost all the momentum. And RAZ just with a perfect placement right above his head, getting that comeback goal. If you'd like, you can take over the play-by-play now, and I'll show you my perspective from analysis.
Absolutely. Wow. Okay, that was interesting. So RAZ tried shooting off there. Wait, play-by-play. What is that exactly?
Just talking about what's happening, you know.
Absolutely.
Brittle Nuts is dribbling the ball. RAZ comes in for the intercept, that kind of stuff. So you say what they're doing, and I'll explain.
Absolutely.
Once
RAZ does go ahead and he does give up ball control, but Brittle does go ahead and miss that. He's going to go ahead and try to. I think I'm doing too much. But nice little shot by RAZ. Cheeky in there, just kind of taps it in there to make it 3-3 to tie it up.
A lot of the things you're doing is adding extra words. So saying, you keep saying, oh, goes in there, or in there, goes ahead and. Instead, you just can say, is hitting the ball, is dribbling, blah, blah, blah.
All right, RAZ does get the nice little face-off there. He does miss the boost, though. And he just backs off like he usually does. I feel like Brittle should be able to capitalize here. RAZ with a nice clear. He's going to go ahead and try to go up and air dribble it. Unfortunately, he does miss, though, giving Brittle the opportunity to capitalize.
As you've been pointing out all series so far, RAZ keeps backing off, but he's made the change up and it leads to a goal. RAZ turning that one around. Brittle Nuts thought he had the time, and the very quick challenge out from RAZ straight in the open net gets him the lead.
I'm really happy to see that RAZ went ahead and challenged that. I felt like he was going to go and back off like he typically does, but instead he challenged that and he got rewarded with a goal. I'm very happy to see that. Brittle does win that face-off. He does have an opportunity to capitalize here. He's gonna go. He's dribbling up, centering it up, tries getting it up post him. He does. He might have an opportunity. He does bump RAZ on the ways by. Unfortunately, he misses the open net.
He's got a little bit of trouble converting here as he is hanging close to the wall. RAZ. His patience is great in that situation. There might just be a counter-attack goal here as Brittle Nuts was caught on the back foot, but now the counter-attack opportunity for Brittle Nuts.
Brittle Nuts, he grabs that boost. He's at full boost. That's really smart of him. He tries dribbling it by. He misses the secondary hit, but does get the demo opportunity right here. Unfortunately, opportunity was lost when he missed the ball on the wall. I feel like he could have definitely scored there.
Bit of a problem of the play speed.
But he misses this. Oh, Brittle thought he had it. Brittle.
Can he finish it? No, Brittle Nuts misses as well. Can he get the open net? He does. He's put it in. No way for RAZ to catch up with that one, and that's a tied game.
That is absolutely. That was a very, very weird play by both players. I wasn't quite sure what was going on there. I think that was just a double whiff, and then a great capitalize by Brittle at the very end.
You mentioned that earlier as well. They're both not capitalizing on demos and those touches that they're winning because they're not getting it quickly enough down to the other end of the pitch. Might just be a little bit of practice needed. There might be a little bit of uncomfortableness in this 1v1 arena. But
I'm not sure of Brittle's background, but RAZ, this is his fourth 1v1 game, if I remember correctly. It is
an entirely different game from threes and twos. So
yeah, RAZ is a big twos and threes player. That's one thing I do know about him. Brittle is going to go ahead and try to capitalize here. He does get an open net opportunity almost. RAZ does go ahead and pressure him. I'm glad to see that. But Brittle is almost own goals it, giving RAZ an opportunity to score. And RAZ does capitalize on that opportunity. Great to see that. Go ahead and take it from there.
RAZ has been using the wall perfectly as well. Just getting it around off that wall, and in that case, off the backboard. Reads it perfectly and gets it around Brittle Nuts once again for the fifth goal.
RAZ does back off in this face-off. Both players actually back off. That was very interesting. Brittle has an opportunity to do a lot of things here because RAZ gave him so much space, and he almost cheeks it in there on the... Ooh, excuse me. On the right side, RAZ has an opportunity to score right there, but Brittle does go ahead and pressure, which is great. RAZ boost steals. I gotta stop saying go ahead. I've noticed that. Nice little flick over, tied it up again with 23 seconds left on the clock. This has been a great 1v1 for the first game in the series.
Yeah, very close. And RAZ, You know he's comfortable in those defensive situations, but Brittle Nuts is still beating him out with flicks like that, and I understand why.
Both players do. No, they do not. I thought that RAZ pushed out. I switched cams a little early. Brittle has an opportunity to score here, and he does capitalize, making it 5-6 with 17 seconds left. That was a great capitalization. He almost scored the crossbar goal. That would have been fantastic. But then he's smart enough to capitalize there.
Such a dangerous play by RAZ, not going for kickoff, especially because it's the third time in a row. Brittle Nuts has got his number at this point.
RAZ has been doing that.
Shot that straight in.
RAZ has been doing that almost all night. I have been interested to, and I do want to talk to him later and talk to him about some 1v1 ideas. But I think with 6 seconds left on the clock, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. Brittle did win the first game in the series, and just like that, 1-0 in the series goes to Brittle.
All right. Well, I have to go to bed.
All right.
It was good meeting you.
Absolutely. Hopefully sometime we can duocast again. It was great meeting you, Yummy. Thank you so much for all the pointers.
No, best of luck with your casting. It just, from this point on, it just goes down to practice, practice, practice.
Absolutely.
And you're going to have to get used to listening to your own voice as you go over and be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Thank you so much again, Yummy. Thank you all for tuning in. RAZ did go ahead and leave, so I believe that was going to be the end of his 1v1s for tonight, which I believe will be the end of my stream for tonight. So thank you all for joining. Thank you so much, Yummy, for helping me out with everything. And have a great night, everyone.